As far as lighting goes and just like cinematography wise, I feel like we like accidentally did a decent job. What's up guys, Nick here. So I wanted to do something a little bit different with this week's episode. I've been wanting to make an episode where we look at an old short film or an old video, and we just kind of look it over and see what we can improve upon, what worked, what didn't work. And I'm definitely a person who learns through trial and error. So as a filmmaker, this is really important to grow my skill sets and learn from my mistakes. My many mistakes. So today we're going to be looking at my 2020 film, Vincent. It's posted on the channel if you want to check it out. Go look at it, links below, and then come back here after you're done and we'll watch it together. All right, let's watch it.
I've seen the darker side of humanity. Stab wounds, headshots, gallons and gallons of blood. This business can be messy. That's where I come in.
Thanks for watching this week, you guys. Next week, I'm going to be telling you guys about the time I found the vacuum cleaner in the guy's anus. Still have to edit it together, but hopefully by next week we'll have something. So just remember to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe below, my friends, my homies. Oh, God. Please like and subscribe, my homies. Stupid. Six under disposal. How can I help you tonight? I'll be right there.
Okay, so that's the intro of the short film. And from the very beginning, I think it's important to talk about the intention of each scene, right? The basic premise of this movie is that this guy named Vincent is the person you call when you killed someone and their blood's everywhere, and he's the guy who comes up and cleans up the mess. So he, there's certain things that you would expect that character to be in, the type of situations that character would be in. And I immediately wanted everyone to see that that's not what this movie is. This character is not like what you would expect that to be. Very moody looking shots with low lighting, and we got that like noir type of dialogue and voiceover over the top of it. Was to make you feel like you're in that, and then to completely subvert those expectations with this like recording. You can see that he's he's like doing a YouTube video like this one. As far as lighting goes and just like cinematography wise, I feel like we like accidentally did a decent job. All we had on this shoot was just a little monopod and a small little Sony camera with whatever the kit lens was. And yeah, the light from the car actually did everything. We didn't have any separate lights or anything like that. This is all real lighting or practical lighting. This is all practical lighting. For the most part, it looks pretty good. It's accidentally cinematically good. You got the light behind the person and shadow on the front of their face, light behind them. That's a cinematic look if I've ever seen it. Okay, let's move on.
Gentlemen, name's Vincent.
Hi. Yeah, my name's Manny. This is Leon. What? Ow!
Say our actual names, man, and keep it.
What? Oh, come on. He used his real name. Your name's Vincent, right?
Jordan and Jared are really, really great. They just kill it, honestly. This whole movie. They just did a great job. They just had really good chemistry. We should probably get them together for another movie because they are funny. They're a funny group.
I think you two morons made a big goddamn mess.
Listen, we don't need this guy. We can handle this ourselves.
I don't usually.
This dead body is me. So we couldn't get Rome for this second day, and he would just be a dead body anyway. So I was like, I'll be the dead body and will cover me with a shower curtain and just pour blood on me and towels and all this crazy stuff. It's funny because I hadn't met Steven yet, the guy who plays Vincent. I hadn't met him yet, and he came in while I was covered in blood in this shower curtain. And I was just like, hey, like from the ground, I was like, hey, thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate you doing this so last second. And yeah, that was the first time I had met him. So I'm sure that was, I'm sure that was great. I just remember just going upstairs quickly, taking a shower. I feel like I had so much stuff in my hair, so much corn syrup. It's so sticky. It's so unnecessarily sticky. I should change the formula of my blood for sure. Not my real blood, like the movie blood, obviously.
Is this your wallet that I found under the corpse?
Shit, yeah, it must have fallen out or something.
Okay. Stiff's name was Jimmy Singh.
And he kind of saw us coming.
Okay, things to note here. There's a lot of exposition that just happened right there, and that's a big no-no when it comes to scripts. You want to not do a whole lot of dumping on the exposition. So what my strategy was to do was to make that exposition fun. If you've seen Bullet Train does that, which is try to have fun with it. Do cutaways, show something interesting, do something to pretend like there's no exposition being done. And that makes it a little bit easier, So again, the whole point of these types of scenes is to be funny, to show exposition, but it's also to show that these characters are just completely out of their element. They are not capable of whatever they're trying to do. And we'll later find out that they weren't ever capable of it and they got lucky the first time. So again, more exposition disguised as fun little vignettes, I guess.
I love this guy's channel. You killed him?
I mean, yeah, but he was an asshole. He was like posting hashtag All Lives Matter and stuff.
Dick.
When Jared dropped that skillet, everyone on set laughed. It was so unexpected. It was not in the script at all. He just did it. And it was perfect. I think we had to cut that scene a little bit shorter because you can hear me laughing. So I think that's a great way to tell if something's funny. If the director is laughing at it, if the actors can surprise the director, I think that's what makes good comedy good, because it's just in the moment. People will feel that. People will feel the spontaneity of it. Yeah, I love stuff like that. So there was a note that I was giving Rome as he was going through this scene, and I basically told him, you're the Terminator. You are the Terminator. You're dead in the face. You move slowly, and you're just going to physically dominate these guys. And, he obviously loved that idea. Yeah, I love that scene right there, too, where you just see him in the corner of the room, like, just peering at him, it almost turns into a horror movie at that point, Would have liked to add some more sound effects on some of those hits there. Like some kind of like over dramatized sound effects. I think this needed to be a little bit faster too. I think the music should have been a little bit more intense as well. So something. I love it. That whole sequence was really fun. I've never done like a fight scene before, so that was real fun to shoot. After reviewing this fight scene, I kind of wanted it to be more visceral. So when Jared gets behind Rome here and he hits him in the back of the head like that, I would have loved to seen some blood splatter, maybe get some blood splatter like hitting the camera, like it's like hitting the lens of the camera. That would have been really, really cool. And then it would have made the scene feel more like gruesome and stuff like that. I think that's what I really wanted. I just wanted like a very like hilariously gruesome, type of scene,
Palm Springs job was pretty easy. Okay, the door was unlocked, the dude was asleep, and all he had to do was... Yeah.
You're telling me the
This
Palm
shot's
Springs
a little empty. This shot of Vincent here.
That's
I
hilarious.
wish there was more blood on the wall there.
What? He asked.
Yeah, or just because the janitor asked for the
I'm
details.
not a fucking janitor, okay? Look, this is my brochure. Why don't you take a look at my services?
So that scene there where Vincent blows up on Jared there, really, really important because I wanted to show that this character is starting to get frustrated. He's starting to break away from his professionalism. I love that. I love the way that Steven performed that. That was really great. Great little moment. And it's character moments like that that are really important to me specifically as a filmmaker, is just always trying to have moments of character revealing themselves, you know, showing you who they really are in these little moments. Really super important. I love stuff like that.
Okay, surveillance, elimination. Here we go. Cleansing and waste disposal.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's way too expensive.
Today's video.
It's funny because I rewrote the script like a week before we shot these scenes, and we made Vincent a character that had wants and needs that were not what you would expect from this character. It's a movie that you would expect to be noir turned into a comedy, right? So I wanted to do that same effect with Vincent the character as well. Vincent is a dark character you would expect, but his wants are kind of innocent ones, you know, very soft and like nice. Like he just wants to be a influencer basically. And I think that those two things combining are really fun contrasts. It's always great when your theme and your character are intertwined, you know, your character's growth and the theme of the story are intertwined. If you can find that is, I think, the key to making a good film. That blood was a pain to clean off. It just like would not come out. I had to scrub for so long to get it out. It was on the ceilings, it was on the floors. It made the floor sticky. It was everywhere. But man, it looked good when it was hitting Jordan in the face. So,
I asked you this one
Gentlemen!
time. I did.
I've really learned a lot from you two tonight.
it truly makes no sense how he escaped. But I don't really care because it's funny that he's gone.
Strike after all. Start small and go from there.
Start small, huh?
Like babies. You start killing babies.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That babies line, the killing babies line, was the best thing I have ever written and will ever write. That's all I'm going to say.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I am just like a janitor. Maybe I don't have a great personality or complexion. But damn it, I got things to say and I got stories to tell and I got knowledge to share. That's what I'm gonna do.
So, the intention of that whole monologue scene was to basically show that Vincent has learned a lesson. He has got the theme of the whole movie that I've been trying to tell. And yeah, I know that you're not supposed to state the theme directly. You're not supposed to have a character directly state the theme. That's considered poor storytelling. But in this situation, I think it's works because I like it when characters are in these crazy, wacky situations and then they kind of find meaning to the situation. They find what they were looking for character-wise. They find a lesson to be learned kind of almost seemingly out of nowhere. There's a comedic element to that I really love. The TV show Community, if you've ever watched it, that show did a really good job of just like having these wacky situations, and then at the very end, you find out the theme is tied to all this wackiness. And that release is so funny. Just like as an audience member, you're watching this craziness unfold, and then something really emotional comes out at the end of it. I think that's really fun. So in this case, I think it's okay to break that rule of never saying the theme.
And that day, I learned that you can turn down a job from time to time. All right, that's all I have for you today. Disposal Nation, you have my love. Please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Until next time.
The car is so dirty. Vincent wouldn't have a dirty car. So yeah, that was fun. All right, let's write down what we have here. So my first one is tell the story better with lights and color. This film didn't have any lights other than the overhead lights that we had. That was a mistake. We should have had more of a visual style, made it more visually interesting. Added color. Colors are really important in film, you know? Color correction is really important as well. You know, making it look more cinematic. Something else, a lesson that I continue to not listen to, but have been trying to do better now, and that is respecting audio. Respect the form of it. I've said it in previous videos, I need to do better at making audio an important aspect of the film, really putting attention and maybe money into it, making sure that it's the best quality possible. Always thinking about it, respecting the craft of audio. It's just gonna make the movie better. I think Vincent would have been a lot better if we could hear the bassiness from all of our characters, the nice clean audio, all that good improvised lines that those two were doing would have just been better with better audio. Story is king always, and I think we did a pretty good job tying character with theme, and I want to do that and continue that in the future, is making sure that the character arc is tied to whatever I want the film to be about. You know, I want the characters to learn something at the end, and therefore I want the audience to learn that as well. And finally, something that we can also learn is that graphics and font, those are super, super important to telling your story. Really putting our time into thinking about the overall world that we're building with these graphics. I think if we did a better job with that website, we would have built this world out a little bit better. I think making a font that was appropriately sized for the film, making it less in your face maybe, would have made it more clean and visually appealing and maybe fit a style that we were going for. That was really fun. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you learned something. I definitely learned something. So I hope that you got something out of this as well, because that was a lot of fun. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know down below. Please, I love comments. Comment please, because I love talking about filmmaking with you guys. It's so fun. Every time someone leaves a nice comment, I have such a good feeling in my chest. It makes me feel nice. If you haven't seen already, I recently got a new Blackmagic camera. I did a little quick overview of my experience with the camera. If you want to check that video out, definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.